bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Good morning. How is everybody doing today? It is Wednesday. I cut my head off camera. That's not cool. Get up a little higher, tripod. My posture too elevated today. What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday. Monday. Why did I say Monday? Wednesday, April 1st. Folks, we are in a new month. Thank you for joining me. If you're here, say hello, say good morning. How you doing? How you feeling? Are you in the Daily Dads 9+ club today? Or how close are you to getting there? Welcome back to another show. I had this thought right before I went on that how do I, should I, etc. Introduce this as a show? Should I have some sort of a weekly time frame when I will circle back and tell the new people? There's no new people. What's going on? Good morning, Bukes. Bukes is over on X, always trying to get new people to listen to us. Appreciate you, buddy. Um, Hope you're doing well. Middle of the week. What's going on in your life? How's the family? How are you keeping track of all of the kids and everything that they are doing? But yeah, let's do a little recap. So this is I call it a morning show. I call it a little sit and chat, a little therapy session. We come here, we say hello, we say good morning, we talk about how our days are going. Um, we get into the book, the reading, the thing that brought us all here, and we kind of reflect on things, and then we go about our day. It's a quick, usually about 30-minute show. Most of the time, there's a second person here with me. Um, Sometimes we bring up some random guests, but it's kind of a general format. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you know, jump in here and hang out, talk to me, say hello. Here's the book. This is the book we talk about when we're talking about the reading. It's called The Daily Dad by Ryan Holiday. One page a day. Pretty simple stuff, pretty easy read. There's a monthly theme. So for April, we are talking master your emotions, lessons in patience and self-care. All right. So my first response to that was crap. Not self-care, self-control. My first response, immediately as I read that this morning, was crap. Patience and self-control are two very difficult things for me in my life. But you know what they say, no pain, no gain. So I will get through these pages. I'll get through these pages with you and with my journal. So that's the next thing I wanted to share. Daily Dad came out with a journal. this has basically follows the theme, and you get a question of the day that kind of goes along with the reading, and then when you start a month he gives you a little bit of a bonus reading. So I thought it was pretty cool. Maybe I'll share it with you guys. um, a little extra. I don't think many of you have the journal, so I thought it'd be a cool little extra piece. In his daily stoic journal, he has those extra readings every week. So I don't know if he decided in the dad journal to um, just do a little less, but it's once a month. He adds a couple more words on the page to actually read instead of it just being an empty journal with prompts. Good morning, David. David loves himself some commercials. Running down the couch with high fives. Yeah, we're here, man. 12 people listening, 13 people listening, two saying hello in the chat. Bukes and David, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Like I said, it's Wednesday. It's April 1st. Um, I'm here. Dylan, what's up? I was just gonna shout you out, just figuring that you were there in the background. Here, like I said yesterday, start my day a little late. Ooh, it's raining. Okay. We had we had a little pimp of rain last night, yesterday. Nothing really bad. April 1st, no pun intended. Um, and yeah, so today I'm here. Brooklyn wants to come to work with me, um, to go see her crossing guard, her old crossing guard, Mr. James. Probably the one of two people in the old town that she still misses and impacted her the most. It's kind of, what was I talking about with someone the other day? Oh, I was talking to my friend Scott. He was having a conversation about some group of friends of his that him and his wife are meet and greeting, and I guess it came up that like one of the couples is a little older, and so his wife was a little timid about talking to them, and I was like, elderly people are the best. They have all the knowledge. They have all they've gone through it all. They kind of know what's right and what's wrong to talk about. They're not into gossip or drama, you know, too much world politics, that kind of stuff. Um, and I just thought that was a funny connection that, Brooklyn, out of everyone she met in our old town and grew up with, the people that she wants to constantly go back and visit and see are this crossing guard, Mr. James, and then our next door neighbor, Maxine, soldier lady. Um, and then there were two Hanks. Two we called one of them Old Man Hank, and the other one just Mr. Hank. They both passed away. But yeah, those were like kind of her people. Yeah, I agree, man. She really is. She's got it all together, um, for the most part. So yeah, good morning, David. How you doing? David's another. I don't want to call you an old person, David, but like, let's say slightly more aged than I am. And like I've said many times, it's been a great joy of mine having you here, connecting with you, young at heart for sure, for sure. Um, and I value our interactions for sure. So that was my 10-minute morning uh recap on what I'm doing here. Did I get it good enough? It was okay, right? It was okay. Um Here for the readings, here for the connections, here for the people, here to help, here to spread tzatziki, not hate. Guys, this is a gift from our friend Greek Mike. He runs a Greek restaurant. I'm gonna, dude, the name is so easy to butcher. Slovaki Boys, out in Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So if you're ever in that area, look it up, look him up. I've heard good things about, good, great, wonderful things about it and him. So he sent me a comic book. He sent me this shirt, and he sent me a wonderful, wonderful note, about just the impact or the value he's gained from this morning show and being here with us today as he transitioned last year from uh, being a husband and a business owner and a man and all those things to a father and had his first kid. So he's in the thick of it. He's in year one. Um, things have been busy for him, so he only stops by randomly. But appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you when you come by. Appreciate you watching the replays like I know everybody does over there on, let's say, YouTube, you know? Yeah, let's say that. If we had the time or the heart or anything like that, we would clip these up and repurpose them and do all that kind of stuff. You know, all that good stuff. I've thought about investing more time and resources into that kind of stuff. But it's a tough thing. Good morning, MP. Did this guy just say happy Friday to all? Good afternoon. Happy Friday, all. Where are you? What is happening? Oh, there we go. He dropped us with an April Fool's joke, guys. There he is. You got me, dude. I'm about to board a plane to work out with Dom. Dude, it's too early for that shit, okay? But that was one of my questions today is how to how to how does April Fool's look in y'all's house? Like what were your fondest memories as a kid? David, what were your memories growing up in the house with your girls? Did you guys do April Fool's pranks and jokes? Um, what's everybody think about that? I was kind of thinking about it a little bit. So we used to do it quite a bit. I definitely grew up doing, having some fun. Dang, dude, you had me. I was like, damn, MP's on one. Like he just took a week off. Now he's taking off on a Wednesday instead of a Thursday. I thought part of it, I thought you were just referencing that today is my Friday this week because we're going out of town tomorrow, so I'm taking tomorrow off. So technically, this is my Friday. I didn't know where you were going with that, dude. I never see April Fools anymore, so that was kind of where I was going with that. Is like I grew up with it. It was fun. I had my fun. I was definitely a prankster kind of kid. Um, you know, Grew up on all those prank shows. The Dennis the Menace is the only one that's coming to mind, but all that kind of stuff. So it's always I was doing, pranks all year long, but April Fools you kind of double down and step up and really hit. There's some years where like I would plan some stuff in advance and go like kind of hard. Um, and then as I got into parenting, I would still kind of do like little pranky kind of stuff and mess with the family. And then one year, I don't know how long ago it was. It was at the old house. So it was more than 5 years ago. Brooklyn. So David says he pranked all the time. My current April Fool's joke is that I'm moving to Thailand tomorrow. A lot of weight. What? Nice. Good stuff, dude. Yep. Yep. That's good. And then so Brooklyn, she had to have been in the 6, 7. I don't know if you guys do have this at all, but like the 6, 7 thing in my house has now been crushed. Bentley, the youngest, who like literally had like a 6, 7 birthday cake because he was 6 turning 7. He's like, that's 2025. We don't say that anymore. But anyways, when she was about that age, she went hard on us and in the family. She basically emptied out, like, one of those medium-sized tubs of Vaseline across every surface in our house, like doorknobs, faucet handles, refrigerator, um, like, pulls on drawers and cabinets, and she just destroyed us, like and it was something where, like, even, like, a week later, we would go to, like, into a drawer that we like didn't use, and we'd be like, "Damn it, Brooklyn," like that kind of stuff. Like I think there was other tools and stuff that she used as well, but Vaseline I remember was just, oh my god, it was everywhere, guys. It was so bad. And so for maybe 3 or 4 years after that, Vaseline was a no-go in our house. It was, the one that we did have, it was tossed, and then if we ever had a spare Vaseline tub, it was, like, hidden on a top shelf or in a locked cabinet or something. Uh, it yeah, it was hilarious, but also, like, after the 3rd or 4th time of grabbing a Vaseline handle, it really became a "God dang it, Brooklyn," like, kinda situation. Um, so, yeah, April Fools, I think after that, it kinda got a little squashed in our house. We did a couple of, like, little jokes, like, what we're doing here is, like, I'm leaving today or we're moving or stuff like that. We did a couple of those things, but I think we went away from, like, the actual, like, physical pranking stuff. Yeah, she's a prankster for sure. When I left fight or flight household, I left the pranks behind. My wife and I walked on eggshells for so long. Yep. Yeah, that's that's definitely tough. Like when you go from that home to a different home, you're both hurt. You're both you know, at on edge all the time, and you never know what's gonna be a trigger, or what's gonna, you know, mess things up. So I get that. I for sure get that. I've been there. It was the same thing, my relationship. Um, oh, there he is, dude. Right on cue. Thank you, David. Handle it right. Yeah. What do you think that title means, David? Are you doing these readings? Are you staying up with me on this? So, like I said before you got in, theme of the month: master your emotions, lessons in patience and self control. So, another hard month for me. They all are. Parenting is tough, and I didn't come from the greatest spot. I definitely got my into my parenting journey early. I'm 18 years in, but I'm still like I'm still a beginner. Um, which is funny when I talk to people. I definitely you know, show my experience. Handling your emotions is tough. Yeah, 100%. So then today's reading, April 1st, um, Handle It Right, or Always Grab the Right Handle is the title of the page. So he quotes here Epictetus, one of the early Stoics. Man, this cricket is going off in my garage. I don't think you guys can hear it, right? But it is blowing up. Um, every event has two handles, one by which it can be carried and one by which it can't. So basically, we all have the power, we all have the control. I mean, it's trained, it's learned to to take an event or a situation or a struggle and look at one side of it, which is, the difficult size, that I can't handle this, I can't carry this, this is too much for me, this person did this on purpose to me, like those kind of ways of taking a situation, or looking at it with a different perspective, reframing it to be, this is something I can handle. This is something that was meant for me. Um, this is my wife, this is my kid, like they are not doing this to hurt me. Is that metaphorical? The handle is the weight of the situation, something like that. Yeah, that's the way. I'll read the rest of the quote. If your brother does you wrong, don't grab it by his wronging, because this is the handle incapable of lifting it. Instead, use the other, that he is your brother, that you were raised together, and that you will have to hold, you will have, and then you will have hold of the handle that carries. So, and then he goes on to say, each day we're hit with situations that you have to deal with. A kid lied to you about doing their homework, a wife who snapped at you, a boss who, just, wants to yell at you and just get his frustrations out. And and you get to, you have to fix how you react. Will you go in anger? Will you go in helplessness? Will you so just about the way that you take your emotions, the way that you push them into either the dark side, the negative side, like I can't do this, this is too much for me, or you bring them into the lighter side of this is just a challenge. I've been through plenty of challenges before. Um, and I'll get through this. I'll learn through this. I'll grow through this, that kind of stuff. If not now, when? Better to handle things head on with a thought than just those knee jerk reactions. Yeah, you know, take a minute, take a breath, like have that moment of reframe in your mind, like kind of try to look at another angle for the situation. And I like this movie just popped into my head. Big Hero 6. Anybody seen that movie? Little kids that make turn themselves into superheroes, and they're getting handled by the bad guy. He's got them, each one of them separated in traps, and then they're all freaking out. They're all panicking. They're getting close to, getting crushed. And then the leader of the group just like kind of takes a pause, and he's like, everybody, calm down, look for another angle out of your situation. Like you're all smart, you're all geniuses. Stop, take a breath, and then they all do. And they get out of it. It's the transitioning point um, of that fight scene. They go on to, spoiler alert, defeat the bad guy. And it's like a common theme in most action, right? Like it's that's the common theme in life. That's what we all go through. We go through these hard, tough moments. And when you're in it and you can't get yourself out of it and you're feeling it and you're on that wrong handle, you just get stuck. You get in this whirlwind. You feel like you're in quicksand, in mud. For me, it's a whirlwind, is what I call it. My mind feels like there's a tornado in there of thoughts. I can't control them. And you just have to, however long that process takes, as it gets quicker for you, that's just your training and experience. But I'll shake myself out of it. I'll throw on some music, go for a walk, call a friend, etc. Do a couple push-ups, spread some tzatziki um, on my pita bread, and then you just look for a different angle. You just try to find the good in it. You try to tackle the small, like 1% steps to get there, and you move through it. That's what we learn. MP loves the movie and the FME behind it. Yeah, that's always been my jam with movies and TV. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know if I reflected it on here, but like movies and TVs were my thing. And I think I always had a good sense of like, this isn't just entertainment or, a bunch of people putting together, you know, cool fight scenes and stuff. It was always, there was like a meaning in there. Sometimes it is like garbage, deal with it now. It is not going to yeah, exactly. Or a house project, that blinking light bulb isn't going to fix itself. Um, do you just go grab the ladder, find the light bulbs, go to the depot, get some more, whatever it takes. Um, seriously, this cricket. Oh, this guy's hilarious. So that's actually a pretty good solid. This was a solid episode. What do you guys think? I think this was a solid episode. Um, Sometimes I feel like I just jam on my situation for too long, or we just chat. Versus some of these ones that could actually turn into something if I wanted to, but I don't even know how to mark that this one was a good one to be able to. I should just have like a notebook or something. I should take notes, guys. Don't you think? Should have like show notes. Should I evolve this show, guys, or should we keep it the way it is? I don't know. I don't know. Those are the thoughts that randomly go through my head. The couch jams on these conversations, yep. And part of that is like I want you guys to interact, but then I know, and like the more you interact, I'll get sidetracked out of my thoughts. Not exactly a bad thing. Ooh, cricket just shut off. Um, but uh it definitely, helps me in terms the couch jams on these situations. If you Oh, here he goes. If you were on Blaze, it would autosave and you could bookmark it. Just saying. Um, sure. And then David goes a different route. If I were Blaze, what would I do? Um, yeah, I know, MP. We were so close to figuring something out, and then life just really got in the way. Um, Jason is off doing things, and I am I'm keeping it together for sure. I'm I know. I know, dude. I set myself up for it every time I talk about that. We need to update the Daily Dad setup. I know. The issue is it's two different places for me, and this here in the garage is not like this. This is temporary, right? So this is on a picnic table. Literally, my camera is tripod is touching my wife's car. This is the walkway through our garage. So I like every morning that I'm here, I'm moving this table back and forth. So there's no permanent setup. There's no computer. It's an old iPad that I'm staring at where I'm reading your stuff, and then my phone's up there on a tripod. So there's no deeper level controls here. Um, Jason, Rhina, and Blaze are now in different orbits. Earth to Major Tom. Yep, I know. And those guys are just they're doing their life. They're in a different time right now. So I don't know, man. I don't know how and where this goes. Like I said, I can commit to this these days and this times. I'm totally fine here. I just don't know that I can commit to making it any better or refiguring out the situation. Because once we leave StreamYard, like that becomes hard for me. I didn't do any of this stuff. Ryan set this all up, and all I do is type a couple of words into the title and the description and hit go live and start jibber jabbering. So, um, and I'm not trying to put too much on anyone. Like I see you offering here. I'm not trying to pass this off onto anyone. I still want to do this. Um, it's just every time I try to figure it out, I get kind of locked a little bit. And I think it needs to be like almost reset up from the ground up. So that's something that Jason and I were talking about because Ryan still is connected in like emails and two-factor authentication. So like if whenever I try to do something, I have to hit him up. And he's responsive, so that's a good thing. So the thought is to redo it and then also possibly a rebrand and a change of things. And that's where, Jason's good with that because he does have a background in graphic arts, but just like me, busy dude doing his thing. So we both set goals a weekend or two ago where he would work on the assets, the backgrounds, the rebrand, the stuff like that, and I would work on setting up the new emails, the new logins, and all that stuff. And then life us in the face, and we're here another week or two out. So we're working on it. It's a slow grind. I'm happy with it the way it is. I know it. It's familiar, um, and it's easy. So we're good. Totally good. But yeah, I appreciate you, and anything that you come up with, I'm down to check out, and if we can figure out a different thing, then we will. 100%. That's the day, guys. That's the morning. This is just the morning. We haven't even started. My family's not even awake yet. We're ready to go. 6 a.m. here on the Pacific time, April 1st. Thank you all for jamming with me. It's a quiet morning, just a couple of you. That's fine. I see 21 viewers. If you're real, thank you. Love you. Appreciate you for stopping by. Uh, if you found anything valuable or anything you wanted to chat further on in the show or something that I said, just DM me on X. Should be able to find me. Most of you are on X, so yeah, and you can respond to any one of the X accounts, the Daily Dad one, the Jason, the Ryan, any of them. Just drop me a note. I love chatting. Lurkers are quiet, but always welcome. Yeah, you know, I agree with that. I was the lurker for a while, but I tell you this, it's it's good to just to reach out and talk. For me as the host, it makes me feel, that there's a person there that I can talk to and say hi. I love New thing about me is I really like getting to know people and talking to them and learning more. Um, and then as a ex lurker who still does lurk, it it's a little scary at first to interact, but it does feel better when you're on the other side of it. So I encourage interaction, people. I really do. Um, all right, I am closing the show, but I'm gonna read this one short. That is why we have moms on here. They want to learn what God. So you're saying the other like 17 people are just all the moms and wives and just like getting into the brain. They already know. They already know. Like it's just too simple over there. It's not enough. But anyways, thank you guys all. Shout out to Greek Mike. If you're in Pennsylvania, hit him up. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. MP, David, Dylan, everybody and anybody else. Bukes over on X. Thank you all. Have an amazing, amazing day with buttons.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.